welcome back to my channel and greetings from Australia. My name is Ruth and I am an Australian legal practitioner here based in Australia, and my passion is to help my clients gain permanent residency or Australian citizenship to Australia. Well, in this video, I would like to share with you 5 things you must know in order to obtain a global talent visa, which is also one of the fastest way to migrate to Australia. Now, please do not treat the contents of this video as legal advice because we assess each case on a case-by-case basis. If you need help, contact us directly on the email address below. But otherwise, we trust that the contents of this video will give you an overview and important information about your case. So let's get started, shall we? What are the 5 things you must know for a global talent visa pathway? Number 1, you must determine to see if you meet the target sector. Now, the Australian Immigration actually came up with this visa because they want to encourage the best and the brightest in certain target sectors. They want to attract people to come and work in Australia, to create jobs and to grow our country. So in terms of the target sector, here is a list of 7 target sectors. Number 1, ag tech. Number 2, space and advanced manufacturing. Number 3, fintech. Number 4, energy and mining technology. Number 5, med tech. Number 6, cybersecurity. And number 7, quantum information, advanced digital data science and ICT. Now, if you are experienced and skilled in one of the sectors that I have just mentioned, then this will be a visa option for you to consider. So that's the first thing. Determine if you meet the target sector. Number 2, you must determine if you meet the talent requirement. So like I said earlier, immigration would love to attract the best and the brightest to Australia to come and help create job opportunities, to come and train Australians and just grow this country, right? So to be eligible for the Global Talent Visa program, individuals must prove that they are internationally recognized with evidence of outstanding achievements. They must show that they are still prominent in their field of expertise. They must provide evidence that they would be an asset to Australia in their area of expertise. They will have no difficulty obtaining employment or become established in their field should they come to Australia. And they have a recognized organization or individual in Australia to nominate them as global talent, and this organization or individual will have to be in the same field of the applicant. So the threshold is fairly high. You need to be internationally recognized or have outstanding achievements, prominent in the field, show that you're going to greatly benefit Australia, and that you can easily find a job when you get here. And also, finally, and this is the most important criteria, to have a nominator to nominate you. So in some cases, organizations can nominate you, but if you have a friend or a colleague who is in a very well-established field, in the same field, who happens to be an Australian citizen, that person can also nominate you and say, yes, this person, that you are a global talent. Okay. So the standard is high, and immigration expects that you have exceptional track record of professional achievement. So this could include things like whether you hold a senior position in your company or in the past, whether you've developed patents, whether you've achieved professional awards, whether you have conducted international publications or memberships. Now, places are also eligible to master's and PhD students who can demonstrate their exceptional talent and international recognition across target sectors. And when it comes to master's or PhD students, the Department of Home Affairs actually has specific requirement. For example, if it's a master's graduate, usually you need to score a certain GPA in your results. So you have to be like the best of the best. If you're a PhD student, it has to be relevant to that field, etc. So it doesn't mean that if you're not already working in that sector, you cannot be nominated. It just means that you need to work a little bit harder in showing immigration that you can attract a higher salary income threshold. So that's the second thing, determine if you meet the talent requirement. Third thing, you must have a nominator. So this is really, really important. As part of the application, you must be nominated by an eligible individual or an organization in the same reputable field, and they have to endorse your achievement or your international standing. But the person does not actually have to provide you with employment in Australia, but they do have to vouch for you and say, yep, we know this person, we've worked with them, they are outstanding, they're amazing. And in terms of nomination, there are specific forms that your nominator will have to fill out. And so you need to choose your nominator carefully, because once your visa has been lodged, you cannot change your nominator. So make sure that it's someone who is trustworthy, or an organization that is trustworthy. So that's number 3. Number 4, you must meet the salary requirement, or if you are a PhD or master holder, then you must show that you can attract a high income threshold. At this point, the Fair Work high income threshold is listed at $153,600 a year. Now, this figure is adjusted every year, usually on the 1st of July. So this can change, it can go up. And in assessing this, immigration will essentially consider the current salary that you're being paid if you're currently working. And so you need to show your pay slips, your contract, etc., to show that you are getting the higher income salary. Or if you have already got a job offer lining up for you in Australia, and the job offer actually states the remuneration. If they say, well, we're happy to pay the applicant $180,000. So that would be a really good evidence. Or if it's a recent PhD or master graduate in target sector, like I said earlier, for master's degree, you have to show that you're the best of the best. And then for PhD holders, you also need to show that you can attract or contribute in one of the target sectors. Number 5, if you have met all the requirements for the visa, then you can go ahead and submit an expression of interest. So this is not a visa application. It is essentially saying to the Australian immigration that you're interested to apply for the visa. So you're expressing your interest to apply. You say, hey, I think I'm talented. I think I've got outstanding achievement. I think I can definitely attract, this salary. I meet one of the 7 target sectors. So if you're confident that you've met the requirements, then the next thing would be to submit an expression of interest. And the expression of interest will be considered by immigration case officers. And during this step, you will be requested to provide certain documents. They will go through the documents, and then they will let you know if you qualify. And if they think you qualify, they will invite you to apply for the visa. And the name of the visa that you will apply for is actually called Distinguished Talent Visa, which means you can distinguish yourself and you're talented. So the approval or the invitation from expression of interest does not guarantee a visa, okay? Because when you get to the visa stage, you still have to prove a whole bunch of documents. You have to prove that you've met the character requirement, the health criteria, etc., etc. So, but it's a really, really good start, because if you do not meet the expression of interest requirement and you don't pass that step and you don't get an invitation, that means there's no chance of you getting the visa. So it's really, really important that the expression of interest process is done properly. And if you need help with that, just contact us on the email address below, or seek help from an immigration lawyer, because you want to get that done properly, so that you will increase your chances in getting an invitation to apply. Well, I hope that the contents of this video is helpful to you. And once again, if you need help in the future, please don't hesitate to contact us and drop us an email on the email address below. But otherwise, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and we wish you the very best in your future endeavors.